up, guys? So it is the morning after the Oscars. I'm here with Rolph from DCTV. I'm going to put a link to his YouTube channel above us right now. Go check out his channel. It's amazing. He's a big DC nerd. Anyway, he came over to our flat last night to watch the Oscars. It was a night full of predictability and some wonderful surprises as well. It was probably my favourite Oscars I've watched ever. How about you? What do you think?
I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
I was really happy with some of the results. It was very exciting, but I don't think it's my favourite Oscars in a while.
What was your favourite?
I really loved The Shape of Water, yeah.
Okay, no, that was a strong year. That was the year that Jordan Peele also won Best Original Screenplay. That was a good year.
Yeah.
And Greta was nominated for Best Director that year. So, yeah, personally for me, it was a really good year because last year I did terrible on my predictions. I got 14 out of 24 correct last year. It was a terrible year for me, but this year I redeemed myself and I got 20 out of 24. So I'm feeling pretty smug about that. And you got, was it?
I got 16. Yeah. Better than last year.
Smug face. It was a good night though, we had a lot of fun. Much Prosecco was drank. And yes, we will get to some brilliant moments later. We were both predicting 1917 was going to be the big winner of the night, but it wasn't. It actually was Parasite. Wonderfully so, because if you guys watched the channel, you know that Parasite was my favourite movie of last year. I was rooting for this film, I was its champion. I was hoping it was going to win Best Picture. Still had that seed of doubt in my mind that it wasn't going to win. It was going to be 1917's name called out. Yeah. But it did go to Parasite. I was so happy. It won 4 in total to have, what did it have? Best Picture, Best Director,
Screenplay, and
International Film. Then 1917 got 3 for visual effects, sound mixing and editing. The sound editing went to Ferrari, which won 2 awards. It won sound editing and editing. So yeah, sound editing and editing. And then there were 2 other films that got 2 Oscars as well. It was Joker and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Joker got Best Actor for Joaquin Phoenix, much deserved. And also Best Score for Hilda. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Best Production Design, and Brad Pitt for Supporting Actor. It was a nice way to start off the night, wasn't it? With Brad Pitt, it was the bit where he came on the stage like that, you know, to accept his award. I was just like, oh my god, he's living his best life, and his speech was great. It was one of your favourites, wasn't it? Yeah, they made the joke about the whole Trump impeachment thing. I also love that he gave a little mention to stunt coordinators as well. The Academy doesn't have an Oscar category for best stunts, and you know, I think it is about time they introduced that because it is such an important part of cinema. There's just this whole section of the film industry that doesn't get the same acknowledgement as 24 other categories at the Oscars, so that was nice. We talked about Brad Pitt's speeches. Who else do you think gave a fantastic speech that night?
Bong, especially in the directing one.
Oh my god.
Because it was really good, like, you could see he was shocked, right?
Yeah.
And it was a really good speech, but then also he, like, mentioned Scorsese and Tarantino and how, like, they influenced him, and I really appreciate that.
The humility of Bong Joon-ho. There's just something wonderfully sweet about him. Just looking at his face just makes me go, oh god, Bong! Like, he's just so happy and humble to be there. His interpreter there, Sharon, was it? I don't know.
Sharon,
might be getting that wrong, but it's Sharon. Like, we loved her as well. She's just been slaying it this award season, just side by side. Apparently she's a filmmaker as well, so we're also like, please, like, let's see what movies she makes. Laura Dern's accepted speech as well, and that she paid tribute to her parents as well, Diane Ladd and Bruce Dern. That was really sweet. It was her birthday as well, apparently, so not a bad birthday present. I also really appreciated the speech for Best Documentary Feature, and it was Julia Reichardt's speech, and she also did what Bong did. She took a moment to acknowledge the amazing work of all the other documentary filmmakers, and yeah, I just really love that. So yeah, those were the ones that stood out to me. Awkward speeches.
Renee's
Yes, oh my god. What was Renee talking about?
I
don't know. It was just non-stop verbal waffle. It just...
She had like 6 words in her head, and then she was like, okay, we've got to get to this, and this, and she never finished anything.
No, it was just droning on and on and on. It was sweet that she wanted to acknowledge all these people, but it was literally like she was going through every single person that she had met in her life. Yeah, it was a bit of a mess, but I was happy for her to win.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah, she's great in Judy. Second Oscar for her as well. But yeah, the speech though, God, that was
cringy.
What do you think of Joaquin winning Best Actor?
I'm happy that Joaquin won it, even though he wouldn't be like my number one pick.
Yeah.
He totally deserves it.
Yeah,
There's
absolutely. It's his time. So.
And his speech was really good. I thought like he was very to the point. He had like a proper idea of what he was trying to say.
Yeah.
And I thought it was good.
Yeah, I mean, at least his was a bit more concise than Renee's, because he did have a lot of talking points. He was going on about the environment and racism, gender inequality. He's been using all of his acceptance speeches over the award season to actually, use his platform to make a stand. I do admire that. Some people don't appreciate it. It's nice that he sees beyond himself. At the end of the day, it's an awards show, and the planet's going to hell, and at least he's aware that, he's not too self-absorbed in the whole glitz and glam of Hollywood, and even though he's accepting the award, at least he's doing something with the platform he's given. So, yeah, I appreciate Joaquin. What did you guys think of these speeches? We'd love to hear from you guys. Favorite moments, awkward moments, surprises. How did you feel? Get involved in the comment section down below. All right. Other favorite moments for you, like throughout the night, what were the best bits for you?
So I really liked Once Upon a Time winning for production.
Oh, yeah.
When it was Screenplay.
Yeah.
That was like, I literally just like grabbed the pillow.
Yeah.
And, like,
no! And I was like screaming. I think we have a clip actually of me like. So yeah, as the night progressed and I consumed more alcohol, every time Parasite won something, my reactions
got bigger and bigger.
steadily got bigger and bigger. And we will save the clip of me reacting to Parasite winning Best Picture for the end of this video, because that was something special. Yes, it was. That was a freak out moment.
There's some moments like that. Like obviously Brad Pitt winning.
Yeah.
I was so happy. Parasite winning over. I expected it to be 1917.
Yeah.
And I thought I love 1917, but I thought it would be a very boring pick compared
It
to
is.
the other one.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I like 1917. It's a really solid piece of filmmaking.
Yeah.
It's an incredible film. It would have been a perfectly serviceable winner, much better than like Green Book winning Best Picture last year. At least a more impressive accomplishment in terms of the cinema. The optimist in me was so down with Parasite winning it. It was probably the most satisfying Best Picture win since Moonlight. Well, actually, I say satisfying when Moonlight won. It was shock because the envelope mix-up, and it was like I didn't know how to feel then. But yeah, Parasite winning Best Picture is a landmark moment for the Oscars. In 92 years of the Academy history, we have never had an international film win Best Picture. And yeah, when it finally happened, history was made last night. It was glorious.
It should have been made last year though.
I know, yes. I was rooting for Roma last year as well, because I thought maybe it was time, like maybe the Academy were going to champion Roma, and it was winning a lot of the awards as well, but yeah, it didn't win last year. Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm just reliving the moment that Parasite won. It was so freaking satisfying. That was definitely the best moment for me. Oh, God, sorry, no, I'm not going to have another freak out, so I'll try and contain myself. So one of my favourite moments, my favourite hosts of the night were Maya Rudolph and Kristen Wiig. Yeah, they just took the moment to just like, sell themselves as actors to all the filmmakers in the room, and they were just so shameless and unapologetic, and yeah, that's why we love them. If they're ever going to bring back hosts for the Oscars, there you go, Academy. Give them the job. I'm sure they would do a fantastic job. Yeah. What do you think of that?
I thought they were great. I was really confused when they came on, because it's just like
what's happening?
Yes. They were just like going off.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious.
Yeah, it was. They're just completely committed to the shtick. It was the bit where they broke into the song thing, and there was like the bit, take your hat off, and then it was like, da dong da dong dong dong, and I just lost it. I was like, what's happening? It was a wonderful moment. How about Chris Rock and Steve Martin?
I thought they were hilarious.
They were their hosts this year, but they were effectively, the Emcees who kicked off the show. They got the ball rolling, yes.
But also when you see stuff like that, you realise, for me, I realise how much I miss a host. Because I like it without the host. Yeah. But I do like that host.
That's the thing, I really enjoyed last year being hostless, and I thought it was nice and breezy and quick. There is an argument to be made for why a host is good, and maybe they will bring it back. Who would you like to see host?
Ricky Gervais.
Ricky, wow.
I love Ricky.
That's it. I don't like Ricky Gervais. He's like my least favourite comedian. I can't stand him. But props to him though for his Golden Globes opening monologue. That ballsy, to say the least.
Or I would actually like Chris Rock. I'm a big Chris Rock fan.
Yeah, I'd love to see Ellen DeGeneres doing it again. Like, I've rewatched... I loved it. I've rewatched her opening monologue about 20 times on YouTube.
Yeah, that's the thing for me in the Golden Globes. I've got a problem with watching Ricky Gervais over and over and over.
Yeah, there you go. There, we all have our favourites. Maybe Olivia Colman could do it. I mean, she'd be terrible at it, but she'd be hilarious.
She'd be hilarious, but she might be too awkward.
Yes, but
carry it.
we would have a wonderful night of TV though if Olivia Colman did it. There we go. Maybe we should just like start a hashtag. Coleman for the Oscars, yeah? So that'll be fun. Another nice moment was seeing Bernie Taupin and Elton John getting their award together for Best Song as well. Yeah. That was lovely. That was just a nice little moment for me because, yeah, I have a soft spot for Elton John. What do you think of all the musical performances of the night?
I really like them. Obviously Frozen with the different Elsas from all the countries.
Which is totally stolen. My friend Shay G'day, she's a drag queen, she's been on the show before. Mm-hmm. At her shows, she is known for doing Frozen's Let It Go and Moana's How Far I'll Go in like 30 odd different languages. I'm just like, the Oscars have stolen this from Shay G'day. So yeah, she should be getting some royalties for that. So yeah, shout out to Shay G'day, check her out guys, she's magnificent.
Frozen, great. Rocket Man, it's really good, even though I haven't seen it, I really like the song.
I'm happy Elton John won the song, but I'm more happy if Frozen had won the song, just at the point into the unknown. It's just more memorable than the I'm gonna Love Me Again? Yes. Yeah. So I can't remember the title, it's quite a forgettable song, so I would much prefer Into the Unknown to win. Cynthia Erivo as well.
It was very good, but I really liked Randy Newman.
Randy Newman, and then it's just like, whenever I hear Randy Newman, I'm immediately transported back to like being a kid and like Toy Story, just like anything Randy Newman. Childhood, brilliant. What about the opening number from Janelle Monáe?
Oh, that was really good.
You like that?
Yeah, I love that, and especially because it was like all the costumes.
Yeah.
Like seeing like even Midsummer, who has no nomination.
Oh, when she put the flowers on as well.
Yeah. And then the people with the crowns.
Yes.
And then the white dresses.
There was Queen and Slim, Joker, Midsummer, Us. Was Us there?
Yeah.
Oh yes, just the jumpsuits. Yeah. I thought it was a little slow to start with. I thought it was a little bit dry with the whole. It's a beautiful day from neighbour.
I agree.
It was a little bit dry to start with, but as soon as like it, picked up, the medley of like Rocket Man songs and stuff, I definitely enjoyed it a lot more. Not a bad way to start the show. I think I preferred last year when Queen were there and they, did like.
I preferred this.
A hit sample of Bohemian Rhapsody because who can resist the music of Queen? But hey,
that's true.
If you preferred this, that's good. A little bit more originality. But yeah, one of my favourite musical moments of the night. It was a surprise as well. Like Eminem, who never performed at the Oscars the year he won for Lose Yourself, showed up and did a rendition of Lose Yourself to the audience, and it was the most weirdest performance of the night. The reactions in the room. It looked awkward. People looked bored. What did you gauge with that? It was.
I loved it. I thought it was really a great surprise.
I was happy to see Eminem there. I love that song as well.
But yeah, when it cut to the audience, some people were like trying to act because they knew they were going to be on camera.
Yep.
Some people were like.
It was like Kelly Marie Tran was like living her best life.
But then some people were like actually singing along, like Anthony Ramos.
Oh, right,
he was actually like singing along with it. So like you could see some people were engaged, but then people like Martin Scorsese.
Oh my God, Martin
was asleep.
He looked like he actually looked like he was asleep. Yeah, I think that was my favourite moment. Mom spaghetti, and then cut to Martin Scorsese. It was priceless. Interesting category. One that we were all a little bit split on was Best Adapted Screenplay. Ended up going to Taika Waititi. How do you feel about Taika Waititi?
I love Jojo. I've seen it 5 times.
5 times?
A lot.
Oh.
I wanted Little Women or The Irishman.
I was split
Jojo was my third.
Yeah.
I was expecting any of those 3.
Yeah.
Sort of leaning towards Jojo, but in the end I went with my heart. I was like Little Women.
Yeah.
But didn't happen. I'm very happy for Taika. I love Taika.
Yeah.
And it's a really good.
Yeah, Oscar-winning Taika Waititi has a nice ring to it as well. So, and I was just happy that Jojo Rabbit did win something because it is a bit of a polarizing movie, a bit divisive. But yeah, I was so happy that Taika Waititi did win. I was like not 100% certain. I thought, could go to Greta Gerwig because she didn't get the Best Director nom and the Academy might want to honour her. And then I was like, The Irishman needs to win something, and yes. It didn't win anything, The Irishman. It's a beautiful bit of filmmaking. The craftsmanship of the film is amazing. But yes, it's the first film to be nominated 10 times at the Oscars and not win a single thing since David Russell's American Hustle, which is really sad. I thought it might win one thing, maybe just like visual effects for the de-aging stuff, but didn't even win that. There wasn't really any upsets. Are you upset about that?
No. Obviously, I was upset that Once Upon a Time that Tarantino didn't win Screenplay, but it's cool because Parasite is deserving.
Yes, absolutely. And it just means more to history as well, Parasite winning.
Not to me.
Wow, these grapes are sour. Good lord.
That was the one award where I was like
really
genuinely.
He was
annoyed.
bruised. He was really wounded that he didn't get best original screenplay.
Anyway,
Parasite deserved it. I'm just throwing it out there.
I think the upsets would be because everyone was so sure that 1917. I know Parasite stood a really high chance.
Yeah.
But seeing it win, I think that's an upset.
True. Yes, in a sense, because director and best picture were the real surprises. Not necessarily an upset, because I think more people are actually happy about Parasite winning than 1917. But Sam Mendes had won at the Directors Guild Awards, so so it was like, oh, Sam Mendes, this is his to take home.
Yeah.
And then I ended up going to Bong. And I put Sam Mendes as my prediction, and it's one of those occasions where I'm so happy to be wrong.
Yeah.
Parasite. Yeah, it's just. Shall we play the clip? Here it is. So it is me reacting to Parasite winning Best Picture.
And the Oscar goes to Parasite.
That's probably gonna haunt me forever, that clip, but yeah, that is pure unadulterated joy. That's me,
Dying.
Oh my god. Other talking points, so I don't know how to say her last name, but Hilda, Icelandic lady, yes. She ended up winning Best Score, which is lovely. My favourite score as well, so I was happy. She's the first woman to win Best Score since 1997, when the Full Monty won. Toy Story 4 winning Best Animated Feature. How do you feel about that?
Great.
Yeah.
It's one of the best films this year.
It was in my top 10 of the year. It wasn't a lock to win this either, because
it's been missing a lot.
Yeah, Missing Link won the Golden Globe. I mean, that's not a very reliable precursor. But BAFTAs went to Klaus, yes, and the Anime Awards, the Annies went to Klaus as well. So yeah, it was definitely not a cert lock, but
nice surprise. I'd say it's a surprise.
A nice surprise. I mean, I did predict it was going to win it,
but
it was just because it was Pixar, Toy Story brand, figured as the most seen of all the five, so that's why I won that. And it won the same award that Toy Story did 9 years ago. So yes, congrats to Toy Story. Films of my childhood. So happy for them. One of the favourite moments of the night. I am not a fan particularly of Rebel Wilson or James Corden, but last night they gave us one of the funniest bits last night when they came to introduce Best Visual Effects in the cat's outfits. I was just like, well done, well done. They did a very good job. I just loved the irony as well, them introducing Best Visual Effects.
They did that on purpose.
It was arguably the worst visual effects of the year. Sorry. He likes cats. Don't judge him. The rest of the world didn't. Also, it was a very good night for women as well, and diversity as well. So we had Hilda obviously winning Best Score. Barbara Ling and Nancy Haig won for production design for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And then Jacqueline Duran got costumes as well. British win. That's lovely as well.
One win.
Yeah, documentary feature. Julia Reichardt, co-director, obviously, one of my favourite speeches of the night. And then Karen Rupert as well for animated short with Hair Love. Yay for women! Even though they're not represented in the directing categories. That's one thing we can hope for.
Greta will come back.
Yes.
Because she's that good.
Oh, Greta. I don't think this is her last chance. Really, her career's just it's in the early stages, really. She's just taking off. She'll have a moment in the sun. That's all my talking points. Is there anything else we need to talk about? No. Alright, there guys. That was our talk about the 2020 Academy Awards, but we want to hear from you guys in the comment section below. How did you guys find the Oscars? What were you happy about? What were you sad about? Want to hear all about that. But once again, don't forget to check out Ben's channel, the DCTV. I'll pop a link both down in the description or above, whatever. Subscribe to his channel, give it a like, a lot of love. Follow me on Twitter as well. I'll put our Twitter handles here somewhere as well, so follow us on the Twitter. Anything else?
Subscribe to you.
Oh, thank you. Subscribe to me as well. Yeah, we always go outside, but yeah. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to give him the honour of throwing the popcorns. For more things related to movies, TV, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Capefield. This has been Rolph, and we'll see you guys next time.